Machine learning is a modern approach used to solve common problems. The artificial neural network technique is a machine learning algorithm. You can use this algorithm for both your regression and classification problems. Neural networks consist of one input layer, a hidden layer, and output layer. Each layer receives inputs from the previous layer and weights these inputs to the next layer. Deep learning is an extension of artificial neural networks. While artificial neural networks consist of one hidden layer, deep neural network consists of more than one hidden layer. With deep learning, many problems that could not be solved until recent years, such as image classification, object recognition, translation from language to language, and driverless cars, has been solved. Although deep learning is an old approach, it has become very popular in recent years with the increase in data, the development of computing power, and the discovery of modern architectures. Deep learning is used in almost every field, from biology to finance. In this video, I will talk about 7 tips for deep learning projects. Let's dive in. Deep learning is a fascinating approach, but you cannot use deep learning technique for every problem. For deep learning, you need a lot of data. If your data isn't enough, you should use machine learning techniques. If you have enough data, you can choose the architecture according to your problem. For example, you can choose CNN-based methods for image classification or RNN-based models for text analysis. One of the challenges of deep learning is hyperparameter tuning. Hyperparameters are used when training the model. Finding a deep learning model that fits your data takes a lot of time. It's also very costly to train a deep learning model. Because of such disadvantages, it's recommended to use simpler estimators such as logistic regression, random forest, and naive Bayes before using deep learning techniques. You can train this estimator in a short time because hyperparameter tuning of these models is easy. If you can't get good results from baseline methods, you can use deep learning techniques. So, you can compare your deep learning model with baseline model. You can learn some information about hyperparameters using baseline estimators. You can use this information for deep learning models. Training a deep learning model is not easy. There are some pitfalls in each of the model building stages. You need to find a good combination of hyperparameters to get good results. Trying a combination of different hyperparameters is time consuming and also costly. It's a good idea to start smaller architectures. You can gradually increase the complexity of the model until you have a good model. In addition, if you start with simple models, you will be protected from wasting time and resources. One of the reasons why deep learning has developed in recent years is that it's easier to access big data. For example, analysis with the MNIST dataset for image classification is a hello world of the deep learning. Deep learning beginners often use this dataset. Finding data relevant to your problem is vital for deep learning projects. Fortunately, you can find a lot of data suitable for your analysis on websites such as Kaggle and Hugging Face. Remember, if you have quality data, you can build a quality model. Real-world data is not always clean, right? To obtain data suitable for analysis, you need to perform data cleaning and data preprocessing. Data preprocessing is one of the most important steps in data science projects and takes a lot of time. The field of data engineering was born, which now deals with data cleaning and data preprocessing. I highly recommend learning this field because a career in data engineering also offers excellent earning potential and strong job security. Before building a model in deep learning projects, it's very important to feed data suitable for analysis and to understand this data. Neural networks consist of layers and neurons. To train a model that fits your data, you need to choose the right architecture. Has emerged in recent years. One of the reasons artificial intelligence has developed in recent years is these new architectures. For example, translation from language to language was a big challenge. With the transformer technique found in recent years, you can translate a language into another language. Since choosing the right architecture is very important in deep learning projects. We can say that deep learning is more an art than a science. We can also lucky that there are pre-trained models you can use according to your problem. Using pre-trained models is called transfer learning. Transfer learning has become very popular in recent years. Are you going to classify images? You don't need to train model from scratch. You can easily perform your analysis using pre-trained models. Thus, you save both time and cost. In deep learning, there are many hyperparameter tunings such as loss function, learning rate, activation function, number of hidden layers, and number of neurons in the layer. The biggest challenge of the deep learning is tuning hyperparameters. To build a good model, you must first choose the right architecture and then tune the hyperparameters. It's difficult to obtain a good combination of hyperparameters because deep learning analyses take a good time and are very costly. You can use techniques such as grid search, random search, or Bayesian optimization to find the optimal hyperparameters. You can also tools such as Keras Tuner or RayTune to apply these techniques. One of the biggest handicaps of deep learning is the overfitting problem. What is the overfitting problem, you may ask? Let me explain briefly. If a model predicts well on training data but doesn't perform well on test data, the model has an overfitting problem. Models with overfitting problem cannot be generalized well. To solve the overfitting problem, you must first find it. For this, you can split the dataset into training, validation, and test sets. You build a model with the training set, you tune hyperparameters of the model with the validation set, and you evaluate the model with the test set. You can use data augmentation or regularization techniques to overcome the overfitting problem. Many problems in recent years have been solved with deep learning. Deep learning is a fascinating approach, but it has some challenges. In this video, I'll talk about 7 tips for deep learning projects. That's it. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, like the video, and leave a comment. See you in the next video. Bye for now.